What's up guys, this is Astranox. Thanks a lot to Infinity Kingdom for sponsoring this video. This is the third video in a series, and if you still have not downloaded the game, use my link in the description of the video to do so. So I've been playing for over 5 weeks now. My progression has been real good. My main team is Lightning, and you can see me fight different battles here. This is the Tarantula. We had a massive gnome invasion. We're protecting the Nyx city that we captured before with my alliance, and it is pretty insane the stuff that you're able to do in this game. It still remains simple, so I'm gonna be breaking down various things in this video, how to grow your power of your immortals, of your troops, which will lead to overall power increase for your whole account, right? So let's break it down here. I'm gonna cover things like how to increase the amount of troop that you can have, various buildings, what they actually do, and also research. Very powerful stuff. I'm gonna cover a bit more of the Tower of Knowledge, but this is the third video, guys. So I invite you to go check out the first and the second video that I already did. So here, we are in my kingdom. My power is very close to 450,000, and I'm just gathering some resources here real quick before we get into different buildings so I can actually explain what they do. And one of the most important building that you will have, of course, is your castle. So here I'm building different things. I got troops, I'm healing troops, I'm leveling up different buildings. And in the castle is the building that is the most important, and also you will have a higher amount of troops the higher the level of your castle. And you have prosperity. If you get attacked by other players, it will recover faster. So yes, of course, if you want to increase your power, castle is very important. And then all the other buildings cannot be higher level than your castle. This is my lightning team. I got an earth team and a water team. You can see how many troops I can have on each one of my team. 24,000, 29,000, and 32, almost 33,000 troops on my lightning team. So in my lightning team, this is my core. This is what you want to do. You want to invest in one element. You can run a 4+1 team. You got a dragon in there for a total of 5, right? So you can see that these are epic immortals, and I have high grade gear on them. They are starred up. 2 of them are 7-star. Yisungi is 6-star, and Peter the Great is lagging behind at only 4-star. I'm trying to get him higher, at least 5-star, so I unlock another customizable skill slot. So I can put something from the Tower of Knowledge, which is very good. Very cool that you can customize your team. And here in the castle, the higher the level, you're able to assign immortals in there to increase your production speed, different things to boost, training speed, right? That's really nice, and it will definitely make things better. So at castle 29, you're able to get the final assigned slot right there, which I got very recently. Building upgrade speed, technology upgrade speed, 2 very, very important one. So it is definitely cool when you are able to reach a higher level castle. And here in the Tower of Knowledge, you actually increase your healing and the skill damage of your immortal the higher the Tower of Knowledge is at. And higher level means you unlock different skills, and then you can customize your immortals using these skills. And you have different qualities of skills. You got green, you got blue, you got purple, and then you got orange. And of course, the higher the quality, the better it will be. But it definitely opens up a ton of different possibilities. And here you got barracks for different troops that you can, get. And at level 1, you got light bowmen, right? Building 10, you get heavy bowmen. So there's a power increase there. 20, you get elite bowmen. So that's where I'm at. I'm working toward 30 so I can get the noble units, the noble bowmen in this case, and then finally the royal unit at 40. So of course there's a power spike when you reach every 10 levels, so that's very nice there. And of course now we have bowmen, we have cavalry right here, which I don't personally use because it's based on the immortals that you use, and I don't have a cavalry immortal in the front. I have shieldman and a spearman. So it's important for me, for my particular case, to actually power these up, right? And you got finally here the spearman barrack. So of course, this is, like I said, a big power increase when you reach that 10th level every time. And there's other buildings, and they are important. All these buildings have a pretty important purpose. And here I'm training the ones that I use the most, right? Cavalry, not so much. And also there's the training ground, which will decide how many troops, the maximum that you can have. Here I'm healing some of my troops, and the higher your hospital, the higher the amount of troops that you can heal up. And this is in red. In red is how much I actually have in troops that needs to be healed. And here, like you can see, the training ground, higher level means higher maximum troops capacity that you can have, right? And in there, it will show you how many of your troops you can actually use. So if you lose some troops, then it will be auto refilled using what you have available here, but you need to balance it out. I like to have double the amount of bowmen, right? Because bowman is both of the immortals in the back have bowman troops, and the ones in the front, it could be one of 3 different ones. And here in the Tower of Knowledge, so green, blue, purple, and then orange, I'm at 29 right now, but I'm working hard to get to the next one, so I'm able to get some pretty powerful skills, which I'll be able to level, because you can level up these skills, and then you can assign them on whichever immortal that you want, and you can go with a certain strategy. So you can work on physical damage increase, magical damage increase. You have auras to increase your team survivability or your offensive power. And you can see the amount of troops that I have on each one of my immortal. It's right there. And here is like over 8,000 I can have with that said immortal. And here you can see some of the skills that I allocated to each one of my immortal. So you get an idea that you can just customize your team the way that you want. And that's really cool. That is definitely very, very cool. I'm stacking physical damage, physical attack on Yi Seong-gi, and he has burst damage, physical burst damage, and damage over time that is physical based. So together makes up for tremendous damage increase in a battle. And I have epic equipment on him that is leveled up, which will be boosting the power of my immortals because of that. So also you can boost your immortal. So Yi Seong-gi is boosted at +12, so it is boosting his stats, also increasing how many troops he can have with himself. So it is definitely boosting your power when you increase your castle, as well as all sorts of other buildings. So yeah, now here you have boosts that are time-based that increase various things. So if you're trying to attack like gnome camps, gnome bosses, you're doing like there's a massive invasion, you're attacking other players' kingdom, so you want to sometimes power up these boosts so you can get attack increase, dodge, crit chance. It's definitely very useful. It's not that big of a boost, but everything helps. So I just wanted to point that out so you get an understanding of different ways for you to boost your power, right? With your core team, your main team especially, something you want to focus on in early, mid game, maybe in late game. You're going to be focusing on more than one team, but it's very important that you work on your core team and stick to one element. So here I have my Dragon Tyrannus, and the passive, the third skill is going to be for every dragon. You get crit value increase, you get dodge value increase, and the lightning one has a stackable damage increase up to 5 times. So that is a passive way for you to increase your power during battle with your dragon. So just various ways for you to increase the power that you have for your whole army. So here, based on your lord level, you have talents that you can allocate. You got the military side on the right, you got development on the left. So now I have the military side activated. You got 3 different setups that you can have. And this one has military power, which means like my troops will be stronger. And there's activatable skills that you can turn on when you attack other players, right? Or maybe when you, that's it. So you're going to be able to have more damage, and they have a cooldown. And that's another way for you to actually increase the power of your army when you are attacking another player's kingdom. So definitely very useful. And also you got passive increases, which means that if you're attacking gnome camps, you're attacking a gnome boss, all sorts of things. You're in the Well of Time, which is the campaign, you're fighting there. There gnome invasion. There's always a good reason to have increase of the power of your troops. But then in development, it's a great way to increase how many resources you're able to get in your kingdom when you're gathering outside of your kingdom. So definitely most of the time I'm running development, but there was a lot of battling happening recently, so I have the military one activated. And of course I'm trying to explain to you how to increase the power of your troops, and that's another way right there. But it's definitely cool that you can swap between different setups. And but most of the time you're going to be running the development side, because getting more resources is actually really important to power up your buildings. So when you're boosting up your castle, you're going to have requirements. Certain buildings need to reach a certain level, which is usually the level of the castle that you are at currently. And so maybe sometime you have a building that's lagging behind, you have to bring it back in sync with your castle, and then you're going to be able to bring your castle to the next level, which will in turn, boost your power, your troops number. So this is very important. So there is the research. Researching technologies is very important to boost the power of your troops, right? The power of your whole account, basically. And you're going to get a research boost depending on the level of your academy, and also certain technologies that you are researching. If you're trying to advance them as much as possible, you'll have to stop because your academy level is not high enough. So the very important ones is speedy construction. I mean, building speed is super important. I mean, if you can build your structures faster, then it's going to be very good. And also here you got when you are getting resources in your kingdom. So of course the most important is not food, it's the other three. It's wood, stone, and iron, because buildings heavily depend on these resources. Food is more for training troops, as well as when they are injured, you are healing them in the hospital. So that's where food comes in more handy. But yes, the other three very important. So here you got superhuman speed. You can march faster to whichever the player's kingdom, or you're attacking a gnome camp or something like that. Here you have different researches for your different troops. So I like to work on the bowman one, because bowmen are with both of your immortals in the back, and you get more value out of that. Because in the front, it could be one of 3 different types. You probably don't want to double up on the same type in the front though. So various research, this one boosts your power tremendously, over 700. So always research the bowman one, which is situated at the bottom part first, and then you can work on your front troop types after that. You're just going to get more value out of that. Sometimes there's requirement, of course, like this one here, the mighty army and the crumbling wall, that needed to be level 3 for me to research these ones here. Archer armor, I mean, over 800 power increase. And of course I worked on the bowman one at the bottom first, like I talked about, and you got different things that you can power up. So it costs less AP when you march, or stat increase, or you train faster. So always good to always do researches. And also you can request aid from your alliance, and the higher your castle level, the more requests of aid that you can receive. And every time you get some aid, it is shortening the amount of time that it takes to do a research, or how much time it takes for you to build something, or of course, I mean, level your building. So it's very important that you are in a active alliance that is helping you. So here you have other increases for your immortals. So I like to work on bowman physical, because my team has double physical bowman in the back, and I'm just gonna get more value out of that. But you can power up all sorts of stats in there. And the first one is experience increase in combat, and it's important to power that one up, right? Here, this is your defense when you get attacked by other players or in a gnome invasion. So you're gonna be able to have stronger defenses in there. And in the hospital here, you can heal a higher amount of troops the higher your hospital level is at. So definitely very important part of the game here. So like I said, it's important to power up all sorts of buildings, but these are various ways for you to increase your power. And thanks a lot to Infinity Kingdom for sponsoring this video. Use my link in the description to download the game. That's it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all ya do. Peace out for now.